Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, good morning, or good day to the rest of the world. So, welcome back to Pageant Philippines live sessions. Yours truly, once again, Francois is your pageant correspondent. We are live simultaneously on Facebook page and, of course, on our YouTube channel. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page as well for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later for our guests this afternoon, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. Right? So, this episode is being brought to us once again by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a lifetime. All right, then. We are back and thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. So, I believe that you are all excited to meet our guests for this afternoon, rather. So, without further ado, our esteemed guests for this afternoon are Hari ng Pilipinas Hari ng Pilipinas 2021 candidates. So, please to help me then to welcome our guests with a virtual applause, the pride of Manila, Ray Martin, the pride of Masbate, Fernando Von Vasquez, and of course, the pride of Tagbilaran City, Jan Cardines. Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Yes, kumusta naman kayong lahat? Kumusta kayong lahat? So, would you like to greet our viewers for this afternoon? Let's start it with Mr. Tagbilaran.
Good afternoon sa inyo tanan diha, taga Tagbilaran, taga Cebu, or anywhere in the Philippines. Good afternoon sa inyo lahat po.
All right. And of course, Mr. Masbate.
Okay po. So first of all, good afternoon, sir, and to all our viewers in this live episode. Good afternoon and maayong hapon po sa mga taga Masbate. Tani maayos ng kamutanan and sa akong lahat na nagsusuporta. I hope you are safe and you are active even in or in pandemic. Good afternoon.
All right. Good afternoon. Yes, Mr. Manila.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, sa mga nanonood po ngayon at patuloy na sumusuporta. Magandang hapon.
All right, there you are. And of course, ang dami na nating mga viewers dito pero parang dalawa lang talaga. Joke. So, yes, good afternoon, Syred Tony Ann, of course, from Manila, and Kiko Adam Panalangin. Hello, good afternoon po. Ralph Mandilor, good afternoon to you. All right, let's get to know you guys. I wasn't able to introduce you a while back because, of course, if I'm going to introduce the three of you at the same time, perhaps you won't be able to finish this episode on time. So let's start it with Mr. Manila. Simulan natin kay Mr. Manila. Paki-introduce yung sarili mo. Something interesting facts about you.
Hello, my name is Ray Martin. I'm 21 years old, Spanish Filipino, and I'm taking the course of psychology. And I will be representing the capital city of the Philippines, which is the Manila. Lang po.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Masbate?
Okay, once again, good afternoon to all our viewers. I am Fernando Von Bilbao Vasquez, 29 years old, a preschool teacher and a proud advocate of mental health and education.
Okay. Yes, Jen Cardines.
Hello, 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 everyone. I am John Cardines, uh, a civil engineering graduate. I mean, I just graduated right now, and I am happy to be one of the candidates for this year's Hari ng Pilipinas. I hope everyone will support me. And I'm from Tagbilaran City, Real.
Grabe, napaka-interesting naman ng mga ano nyo, kwento nyo. 'Di ba? Ano pa bang mga mas interesting doon? Anyways, yes, how about you? Let's try to ask Manila. So Manila, you're still currently studying right now and
Yes
you're
po.
taking up psychology.
Yes.
Tama. So,
Apo.
bakit psychology ang kinukuha mo nga pala? Can you tell us some story about this?
Well, at first kasi related siya sa sa advocacy and desire ko on this hobby ng Pilipinas. And then the second kasi ko talaga siya, feeling ko doon ako magkakaroon ng program, maayos ko, tsaka nakikita ko sarili ko na magiging psychological doctor. Hopefully.
Oh, anong year ka na ba?
First year po.
First year. So,
Okay.
ngayon, kasimula lang. And yes, sir naman, si Sir Von naman. And you mentioned that you're a teacher, di ba?
Yes
How
po,
long
sir.
you've been teaching, sir?
About 5 years na po. Already 5 years last August 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
And,
aside from that, sir, I'm also a creative director of the Ultimate Model. And of course, a committed and active in community service here in Taguig. Actually po, I'm living in Taguig and in Taguig City, but I grew up and was born in Masbate. That's why I am representing province of Masbate.
so you mean nasa Manila ka ngayon? You're
Yes
in
po.
Manila right now. And you're teaching here in Manila.
Yes po, in Taguig City.
Okay. Ayun. And you're teaching preschool, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us about your day job, about your profession rather, when
Yes.
teaching on teaching preschoolers?
Yes. So first of all, I am so proud that I am a preschool teacher. Even though there's a lot of people saying that man shouldn't be in the preschool, in the preschool teaching rather, it should be a woman because of kids needs a mother figure. But it's me as a male teacher, kids also need a father figure, right? So I really found this job as a wonderful job because as a parent as well. So I really love kids and knowing them and enjoying with my company is really a fulfilling job for me. And
Mhm.
though in this time of pandemic, it is really hard to teach young kids age because they
Mm-mm.
are only 5 years, 5 to 6 years old. So
Mm-mm.
the challenges are not just how I can interact with the pupils itself, but also with the parents.
Mm-mm.
Because while having an online classes with them, their parents also sitting beside them. So it's very hard for me to what to say, how to approach them. But in the past
Mm.
1 year, I think I did a great job naman for teaching ko them.
Why not, diba? Of course, you're doing a great job. And one thing that actually interests me with what you mentioned a while ago, that you are a parent as well, right?
Yes, sir, yeah.
So are you saying that in Hari ng Pilipinas, they are accepting married men
Yes,
or
sir.
single man, single dad?
Single dad. Yes po, sir. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Hari ng Pilipinas, one of the best in Hari ng Pilipinas is that they are really open for inclusivity, wherein all types of men, whether you are bisexual, gay, widowed man, married man, as long as you are accepting yourself as, or you are identifying yourself as a man and you can carry yourself as a man in the competition, you can join Hari ng Pilipinas.
Mm. So that means if there is a trans man who is willing as well to join Hari ng Pilipinas, will they accept that as well?
I think so, sir. As long as they are legally, they have papers that
Mhm.
would confirm that they are already a trans man. Hiring
Oh,
Philippines.
I see. I see. That's very inclusive, huh? All
Yes, sir.
right. So thank you so much for that information. Let's get to know Tagbilaran naman. Tagbilaran, you mentioned that
Yes, po.
you just graduated with the degree in
Civil
engineering,
engineering.
civil
Yeah, civil
engineering.
engineering po.
So when did you graduate? Just recently?
Just recently, sir, I think mga this month, around
This month lang.
October
Oh,
8th, something like that. But
congratulations for that.
it's not yet really official. I just got the complete set of grades na. I'm just
Mm-mm.
waiting for the graduation if ever there would be, and that's about,
Ceremony.
yeah,
Oo.
like that.
But academically you already graduated. You already completed
Yeah, I
the
already completed my course already. I have complete grades on my
Oh. Ayun Sir Ras Maharlika just confirmed that as long as they identify themselves as man, yes, trans man is allowed. Oh. So can you I hope Sir Ras Maharlika would also confirm if documents are necessary for trans men to join Hari ng Pilipinas. If they are also required, I mean the documents that they are showing that they are male. Diba? So thank you so much for that confirmation, by the way, Sir Russ. Anyway, so let's go back to you, Jan. So
yes.
how was that? How was your studies? Because if I am right, no,
Yeah, yeah.
so parang 2 years ng academic studies mo ay online. How was that compared to your,
It
of
was
course?
very hard, sir, because the temptation for cheating is very high.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, actually. And it was very tiring, but I didn't settle for less. I tried not to cheat most of the time, actually. To be honest, I tried not to cheat most of the time because I want to learn. Pagkatapos may board exam din naman, so wala, walang, ano, walang way
Wala.
out kung cheat ako. Parang ganun.
Mm.
Oo,
What do
so I
you
have to
mean?
work out on that. Yeah,
Ah, okay. So you cheated.
konti lang po. At least I'm
Hi,
honest, di ba?
hi, Sir Andy. Oh, Sir Andy Jokno of Montage na is watching. Hello po, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Ayun. Hello po, ayan. Ay, Doc Harlick. I believe Doc Harlick is what he is referring to. Hi po, Doc Harlick. Good afternoon po. Or shall I say good morning pala sa sa
Canada.
Canada. All right. So there you go. Huh, very interesting ha. Ngayon ko lang ngayon lang ako nakarinig ng mga ganitong kwento. All right? So anyways, guys, I have let me just ask you, all of you as well. Start with Manila. So, of all the male pageants here in the Philippines, why did you choose to join Hari ng Pilipinas? Or give us some reasons why you decided to join Hari ng Pilipinas.
Well, at first, hindi talaga ako into pageantry, into male pageantry. Into fashion lang ako and to modeling career. Pero by the flow, tapos I trust the process na ng Hari ng Pilipinas. Nakikitaan ko na siya ng maayos na flow, tapos meron na
Mhm.
siyang potentials. Doon na ako na-decide para mag sumali. Well, at hindi rin naman kasi ako ang nag-audition for Hari. There was a persons na nag-push sa akin to go in the Hari ng Pilipinas pageant.
So you mean wala talaga sa plans mo for joining? Of joining
Yes,
rather, of
kasi
joining pageantry.
yes, kasi hindi ko
Oo.
naman siya forte, pero meron naman siyang similarity sa modeling industry. Kaya hindi na rin masama mag-adjust.
Okay. So how about you, John Cardines? Do you already have any pageant experiences prior to joining Hari ng Pilipinas?
I have, sir, but they are like small pageants only, like Mr. Porok, ganon. Tapos the reason why I joined this kasi sinabi ng handler ko na, uy, try ka sumali ng national pageant, hindi pa daw ako nakasubok ng national pageant. Sabi ko, yung first question talaga yung tinanong ko sa handler ko ay, magbe-break ba yan? Kasi ayaw ko talaga yung ganun eh. Pero after some a little push lang, gano'n, na-convince na naman ako. Tapos, parang it would be a nice experience for me also, di ba? I like gusto ko sana in the future pag may anak ako, may masabi ako sa mga anak no na sumali ako ng ganito, sumali ako, I had fun with this, I had fun with this. And in return, I would like to inspire them to do more din. Not
Mm,
just to like stand in the crowd. I want them also to stand out of the crowd. The future generations, I'm referring to them in general, the future generations.
so ibig sabihin, ready ka na ngayong mag-swimwear.
Konti.
Ah,
But
ayun.
actually, may napass naman ako na nag-swimwear ako.
Oh.
Hindi naman talaga. It was not really what I thought would be. It was fun actually.
Mm.
Ganun.
Parang gusto ko tuloy tanungin kung bakit ayaw mong mag-swimwear. Yeah. Anyways, wag na nating pahabain yung swimwear question na yan. Um, Let me ask naman, Von, why did you decide to join Hari ng Pilipinas despite of being already married?
Okay, so, ever since po kasi, it is one of my dreams to experience it is a national stage. That's
Mm-hmm.
and aside from that, as I visit the page of Harian ng Pilipinas, the first thing that I searched was the qualities that we are looking for. Because
Mm-hmm. And
I'm
what
already
are they?
yeah, and since that I'm already married, yun po talaga
Mm-hmm.
aking kinukonsider because there's a lot already of pageantry na I tried to join but disqualified po kasi nga po I am already married. So, and that is a big thing for me na opportunity rather na binigay po nila Doc Harlech and Dad Raz, good afternoon po pala. Ayan, na they are bridging they are as it, building bridges to inclusivity. And that is what I like about Hari ng Pilipinas. Aside from that, since May, I think, May pa, I feel that they really have care and love for us as candidates. Hindi lang sila organizers, but they have also parang tatay din na nag-advise sila sa amin. And dun ko naramdaman na, oh, I like the organization, I like the team. So why not grab the opportunity even though I am already married man. As long as na may support yung asawa ko and my kids because I have two kids already and they're still believing in me about this. So I'll go for it. And I'm so very grateful talaga sir for Hari ng Pilipinas. Sabi ko nga kahit last na to, manalo matalo, I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
Let me just ask you, are you legally married?
Yes po, we are.
Ah,
For about
okay.
four,
Mhm.
for 4 years already. Yeah, 4 years.
Oo. Oh, see. All right. Thank you so much for that. Okay. All right. This time, guys, we are going to do a challenge. Okay, which what I call well, it's just a fun challenge. It's called "Who is most likely." Okay, so based on the what's gonna happen is that I'm going to ask a question and try to relate yourself if you are into it. All right? Nakuha ba? So, kapag ka nagsabi ako ng ng question, who is most likely, then if you think you can relate to it, just tell us a story about it. Okay? Are we good with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's
Yes po.
start it with First, who is most likely? Who is most likely to make fun of in a group? Le- Who is most likely to make fun of a group? To make fun of in a group? Yes, Jan. Bakit?
Ano, kasi normal naman sa magbarkada, especially pag may get together or gano'n na mag-aasaran. Kasi parang ako yung clown sa aming ako yung parang clown sa aming barkada. Tapos marami din ako mga unfortunate events na nakakatawa. Kaya yun, may share, may mauulit-ulit kami na story or sila, may mauulit-ulit sila na story tungkol sa akin. Kaya most likely ako, ako yun.
Ikaw yung pinagtatawanan, gano'n.
Oo.
Okay. Parang ikaw din, Martin, nagre-race ka. Are they making
Po,
fun of you in a group?
hindi po. Seryoso
Hindi
po akong tao.
naman.
Oo.
Oh, seryoso ka, hindi ka pinagtatawanan. Make fun of. Okay, so let's proceed. Ikaw din ba, Von? Are
Ako
they
naman
making
po,
fun of you?
minsan, pag ako po yung nagpapatawa, tinatawanan nila ako. But most of the time po kasi ako po yung nagpapatawa eh. To make
Okay. Ikaw
to make
yung
that, parang
ikaw
clown
yung
po.
clown. Oo. All right. Thank you. How about this one? Who is most likely to forget a loved one's birthday? Ikaw din? O sige, Jan. Bakit?
Bottom line, I'm just a forgetful person, good sir.
Ha?
I'm just a forgetful person talaga.
Forgetful ka lang
I'm
talaga.
very thankful nga na andyan si Facebook na mag-remind sa atin.
O parang si din, si Ray. Can you relate, Ray?
Hindi, kasi matandain ako eh.
Akala ko matanda. Sorry. Matandain. Okay. Alright. So, hindi ka nakarelate dun, Von.
Ako naman po kasi, lahat po kasi ng family members ko, alam ko po yung birthday. And even my friends.
Oo. Matandain. Alright. Okay, ang babait. So, who is most likely to get shouted by their parents? Who is most likely to get shouted by parents? Ay, si Jan ulit. Go ahead, Jan.
Tigas daw yung ulo ko. Hindi naman. kahit minsan lang ako nag-drinks with friends. Palagi na ako nasasabihan na
Pinapagalit.
na drunkard daw.
Di ba?
Pero hindi naman masyado ganun.
So hindi pinapagalitan si Ray at Von.
Yeah,
May times,
ako,
pero hindi naman focus.
ako po kasi
Hindi na.
talaga eh.
Yes, si Ray muna. Yes, Ray.
There was a times, pero hindi naman ganun ka-severe.
Kadalas.
Oo, hindi naman kadalas.
Okay. Von, how about you?
Ako naman po, siguro nung bata-bata pa, pero po nung nagkaisip na po ako, hindi na po. Kasi masyado po akong, masunurin po kasi ako eh. Ayun.
Iba rin. Ako, good boy. Okay, eto. Walang denayan ha. Walang pagod shot. Walang pagod image. Who is most likely to go a 3 days straight without a shower? Who is most likely to go a 3 days straight without a shower? Wala. O 2 days.
2 days, sir, pwede pa.
For what reasons na hindi ka nakaligo ng 2 days?
Minsan po kasi, dami po kasi ng work as a teacher. Sometimes, walang sir, half bath lang naman po. Pero yung totally ligo talaga, hindi. Kasi pag feel ko po na parang pagod na pagod ako, hindi po talaga ako naliligo for 2 days. Ganun. Yes, I'm being honest.
Tapos may pupunta ka ng school na hindi naliligo, ganyan.
Sir, online class naman, sir, kaya it's okay. Itong taon lang po.
Okay. Okay. Oh, ikaw
Ano?
Jan, parang 3 days ang hindi ka naliligo, no?
I think the only time na that will happen is pag naputulan kami ng tubig. Pero ngayon, actually, twice a day ako naliligo kasi yung normal na ligo tapos yung ligo after gym, ganun.
Sa
Hindi
Tagbilaran ba
talaga,
walang ilog? Pero doon na lang maligo.
parang ganun, no.
Alright, si Ray.
Siguro 2 na or 1 to 2 days na. Pwede na yun. Pero yung 3, hindi ko na kaya yun.
Okay. For what reasons naman na hindi ka nakakaligo ng 2 days?
Oh, may times naman na walang lakad, tapos nasa bed rest ka lang, bali you're on lang yung aircon mo. So parang hindi mo naman required kasi malinis ka naman the whole day.
Shala, naka-aircon. Sana all naka-aircon. Okay. Eto. Who is most likely to post a topless picture on their social media page? Who is... Oh, ayan. Agad-agad. Dalawa. Oh. Anong reasons for posting topless?
Pero sinong una?
Oh, sige. Go, Ray muna.
Sige.
Wala, kasi ina-appreciate mo naman yung body shape mo, body figure mo. So it doesn't matter for me. Okay lang yun.
Hindi ba
feeling
pamparami ng likes? Ganun. Di ba parami
add-ons na
ng
lang yun,
action?
Hindi naman na. Ano
Oh,
ka lang,
ikaw,
proud ka
Jan.
lang sa body mo.
Iba rin. O, ikaw, Jan. What's your
Ano?
basic reason for posting topless?
Yan kasi yung, I don't know, tama ba tong term? Pero yan kasi yung branding ko daw. So usually yung mga photo shoots ko, yung pina-gym bag, ganon. Tapos hindi naman ako magpo-post ng picture pag hindi, yung may photographer, ganon. Kasi ayoko mag-post ng, ng mga selfie lang, ganon. Kasi, kaya ayun, usually yung mga pictures ko topless talaga.
Taray.
Walang choice eh.
Sana all nakatopless.
Wala akong ma-post iba.
Sana all. Ito, who is most likely to fall asleep during a movie date? Who is most likely to fall asleep during a movie date? Wala. Ikaw. O, bakit?
Wala, hindi naman ako siya into movies. Bali na inaantok ako pag nasa movies. Para wala rin sa akin yung panonood ng movie.
Akala ko nag-aaway ng jowa kaya tinulugan na lang.
Hindi naman. Antukin lang.
Okay. Who is most likely to fall asleep as well in class? Si Jan. Sige, dalawa kayo. O, ikaw muna, Sir Von. Bakit?
Way back po kasi ng college po kasi I'm a working student po. Kapag sobrang antok na po talaga, natutulog talaga ako, tsaka pinapatakpan ko ng bag sa klase ko. Kaya yun po. Nung college na naman.
Buti. Sa bagay, ginagawa ko rin yan dati kapag uninteresting yung mga
Yes, pag boring. Pag boring mo po.
So, ikaw, Jan.
That only happens ngayon na online class na at the comfort of your home, at the comfort of your bed, usually. Tapos, actually, may one time nga na, pumasok ako ng class. Tapos, nakatulog ako. Tapos, paggising ko, ako na lang yung isa sa Google Classroom. Tapos, tinawagan ako ng mga classmates ko, uy, gising ka na. Alam na ni Mom na natutulog ka daw. Tapos ayun, medyo napagalitan ako ng konti. Kasi usually, cellphone. Tapos, i-off cam mo, tapos i-mute, gano'n. Tapos, higa ka lang sa bed mo, tapos makinig ka lang sa ng teacher. May times kasi na parang nakakaantok na, gano'n. Kaya, No. I have a bad resistance against temptation. Most especially
Ah,
the temptation of sleeping. Ganon.
ah,
Kaya,
iba rin.
yun talaga.
So, yan yung disadvantage ng online, no?
Oo, talaga yan.
Mhm.
Pero
Ito
never
na,
pa ako nakatulog sa yung
face to face.
face to face, never pa kasi ingay dito ganon.
Siguro isa ka rin sa makulit sa classroom, no? Kaya hindi ka natutulog.
Yan, no comment.
Ito, who is most likely to eat a whole pizza by themselves under half an hour? Ay, kaya mo yung isang pizza for half an hour? Iba
Kakakain ko
rin.
pa lang ng pizza, sir. Kanina,
Ay,
mga 3.
ay, sana all. Samantalang ako, hindi pa ako nagla-lunch.
Ah, malapit na sa amin yung yung Alberto's Pizza.
Ay,
Like,
Alberto,
sunod na lang. Kaya, yun. Ubus
solo
agad
pizza
yung
daw. Solo pizza daw.
Yung, ganun. Yung 11 inches.
11
Hamburger.
inches?
11 inches diameter na,
Oh,
mozzarella
malaki,
cheese.
malaki na rin yan,
Ham and cheese, ham
ha?
and cheese.
Yan yung ano, 'di ba? Regular size, 'di ba?
Hindi, dalawa lang yung sizes nila 9 at 11. Yung 11 yung,
Yung
binili.
malaki.
Oo, yung
Oh, ayan. Uh-huh. Ano daw to? Later po yung mga questions, ha, kasi we're currently getting to know them. Okay? All right. So there you go. Thank you so much. We'll definitely ask your questions in a bit. So, who is most likely to develop a habit of sucking his thumb? Thumb sucking. Wala. Sige, wala. Who is most likely to develop a habit of biting fingers? Wala din. Sige, matitino kayo. Kayo na ang matino. All right, thank you so much, guys, for playing with me with that who is most likely challenge. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Yes po. Mhm. All right, so guys, when we return, we'll definitely ask your questions. So we are going for a short break, so please stay tuned, and we will ask your questions when we return after this very short break. All right, we are back with Hari ng Pilipinas 2021 candidates from MASBATE, from TAGBILARAN, and from Manila. All right, so there you are. Let's talk more about our social media, social issues, by the way. So, Okay, we have a question here from Ralph Mandiler. So, good afternoon, Sir Francois. Ralph Mandiler here. I am a deep philosophical thinker who likes asking thought-provoking questions like questions for all. If you were God for a day, how would you change the world? Okay, let's start it with Sir Von.
Okay po. So if I were God for a
Mhm.
day, how would I change the world? Okay, if we're going to relate this to our current situation, so the only thing that I would love to do is to make things into normal. So, dahil nga, di ba, kailangan natin ng maging normal na pamumuhay. So, yun lang. To make everything normal, kasi nga we have in pandemic right now. Yun lang po.
All right, so definitely yung pandemic talaga yung first talaga na iisipin during this situation, no? Na sana
Yes.
ma-normalize lahat. How about you, Martin?
Of course, first the number one problem of the world, which is the poverty, and the second one is the safety and the healthy of individuals para mas lalong tumaas yung ano nila, yung lakas nila, yung kaligtasan nila sa isa't isa. Yun na naman ang mahalaga natin sa buhay.
Okay, sure. Sir, single ba sila? Isa lang po, isa po yung married sa kanila. So yung dalawa, si Jan at saka si Ray Martin ay single. Ayan. May nagtatanong na, guys. Babae pa yun. Ha? Mm. Thank you so much, Ray Martin, for that. And how about you? What's your opinion? What can you say about this, Jan?
Ano sir, if I would be a god for a day, I would just, ano, just go with the flow lang. Especially this time of pandemic, like, everything, I believe, Mangozer, na everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I always believe that everything happens for a reason. And the only thing we need to put in our hearts and minds is that there's a God and
Mm-hmm.
He knows what He's doing. We just
Mm-hmm.
have to find a way to make things better. Parang ganun. For example, like in this pandemic, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
many businesses were shutting down. I know today is like a bad time, usually, especially in the economic side.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come to think of it, there is also lessons that we can learn in this pandemic, like valuing family, valuing the time for family, especially like
Mm-hmm.
that. I know this pandemic had bad sides, but I believe that there are also good sides. So if I would be a god for a day, I would just go with the flow because I know that
Mm-hmm.
there is an end to this. There are no I know, and I think we are at like the end of the tunnel already.
Mm-hmm.
Just pray, hope, and don't worry. I think everything
Mm-hmm.
will be fine in the future.
Oh, I see. All right. So let me just pick from that idea from your opinion rather. Okay. So
Yes,
you
sir.
mentioned that everything will be fine and that there's always a reason for what's happening in us. Okay.
Mhm.
So are you saying that God allows this to happen to us?
Yes, sir. I
Mm-hmm.
know God allowed this to happen for whatever reason he may have. But it's not for us to I don't know what it's not for us to we can comprehend what God wants to happen in this earth. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
firmly believe, sir.
Okay. How about you, Martin? Do you believe that pandemic or this situation that we are into is basically God's will to happen to us?
Wala naman sigurong dapat pagsisihan, wala naman sigurong dapat tawaging tao kung sino man, even the God. siguro dumarating in times talaga na we should accept the fact, we should give our chances to adapt the situation, and of course we need to find the recovery and the solution for it after all. Yun naman yung mahalaga, yung solution saka yung kagalingan ng isang tao.
Okay. Yes, how about you, Vaughn? Do you believe that this is God's will? Parang He allowed to make it happen.
Yes po, I do believe that God allow this pandemic to happen because you know that the world is really getting worse, and I think it is a wake up call for everyone, especially for the leaders and to all the people in the world to I think to be getting better and to be changed into positive person because you know there's a lot of things circulating in social media in our society that really not good and let's say harmful na talaga. Kaya sabi nga 'di ba sa Bible, parang hindi na magkakaroon ng paghukom ang Diyos. So we are about to face the consequences like sakit, so viruses, pandemics, and like this. So I think ito na yun na is a wake up call for us na magbalik loob tayo sa Kanya and to be a good person na rin siguro.
Um, Anne May Monique actually said that we were given free will. All of these are effects of people's choices. I think I believe with Anne May. I definitely agree with her because yes, she is right that all our actions or everything what's happening to us right now the is definitely the consequences of our actions, the consequences of our decisions, not God's decision. Because just like what she mentioned, no, God gave us this free will. So I don't think that if God only sees what's happening to us, if God really sees what's happening to us, for sure he is very sad for what's really happening because of course he won't do something like what we all believe that yung parang biglang gagawa ng miracle. Yes, miracle happens, but it wouldn't be like as easy as like we all thought of miracle na pagkasabi niya na maalis na yung mga miracles ganyan biglang wala na siya. Of course, there's always a way. There's always a way of doing that miracle, di ba? Wala daw sa Bible na God will not judge. Bible na daw. Yeah. Laban ang mga ideas sa God. Ayan, oh. Enough of that na lang. All right, so we have a question here from Anne May Monique. How will you help women in our quest for equality? Sabi niya, oh, totoo because God is just and holy. He judges, sabi niya. Oh, anyways, let's just proceed to this. How will you help women in our quest for equality? Let's start off with Ray.
Well, the question is dapat we should always stand as a human being because we are all human being and God created us as a human. There's no gender expressions, identities on this. What we are fighting for, and we should empower ourselves because we are all only a human, and we
All
should stand for it.
right. Okay. Thank you. How about you, Jan? How will you help women in their quest for equality?
Ano sir, for me, by encouraging not just the women actually, not just the women, but everyone, encouraging them to pursue their education because it's also my advocacy. Education is also my advocacy, but I want them to show the world that they know what they're doing and they are educated people because I believe that when we are educated, we know, I mean, we can't be manipulated by the people in power. Yan talaga.
Mm.
For me, in order for women to help women in their quest for equality, I will encourage them to finish their education. Talaga. Yan talaga.
Education talaga for
Mm.
equality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about you, sir? Sir Von, I'm calling you sir because you're a teacher, di ba? And yeah, practicing teacher talaga. So that is why. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you po. So for me
Mm-hmm.
naman po for this, as a man or as a man, I think the best thing that we could do
Mm-hmm.
to help women and their quest and quality is, of course, we have to support and respect them, value them
Mm-hmm.
no matter what happened, because at the end of the day, we are men and they are women, uh, and this time we are already equal. So if men can, if we can do something, women can do something too. So I think respect is the best thing that we could do for them and uplift them, support them no matter what happens.
All right. Yeah, I totally agree with you that we really need to show respect to women as well. Show respect to their capabilities and yeah, just believe in what they can do actually. Believe in their capabilities as well as a human being, not as women as gender on them, not based on their gender, but as a human being as well, just like everyone else. Diba? So, thank you so much, Anne, for that question. Now, we have a question from Rodel Pardorla. He is asking, are you in favor for legalization of divorce? Support your answer. Okay, let's start it with you as a married man. Sir Von.
Okay, so as a married man and as a born again Christian, I do believe that in a two person who love each other, there is should be love that unite the two of you and trust. And if there's case that there's already sakitan na talaga and you think that hindi mo na talaga kaya and both of you are hopeless and wala na talagang way para magpagkasunduan ka, even though you have daughter or you have children, and if this is the only way for you to set you both free, I think I would agree with that. It depends to the situation. Because it is very hard to stay in a relationship if magkasakitan lang kayo at madadama yung mga bata. So it's better na mag-part ways na lang, then respect, then live another new life. Kasi hindi naman important. Kaya for me po kasi, it is not, mahirap kasi mag-stay sa isang pamilya na alam mo namang magsasakitan lang po kayo. Tsaka ang hirap-hirap po kasi mag-stay sa isang pamilya na alam mo na may mahal na siyang iba. And yun nga, nakikita pa ng mga bata. So it's better po na mas, yun nga, pag nagsasakitan na talaga, kasi nga, di ba, yun naman po talaga ang pinaka-worst, physical contact. So I think I would agree for a legalization of divorce. Is it in our country? Hindi ako stated po na kung sa our country. So, again, depend to the situation po, sir.
Yes, of course, here in the Philippines naman yan, ano niya, yung tinutukan niya because it's still illegal here in the Philippines.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah. All right. Thank you so much for that, Vaughn, Sir Vaughn. Anyway, how about you, Ray? Are you in
Yes,
favor of legalization of divorce?
yes, I am in favor of legalization divorce. Kasi it's always case-to-case basis, of course. Pero in that situation, if the married couples are not giving the best formation sa relationship, kapag hindi na maganda at puro negatibo na ang nilalaman ng pagsasama ninyo, there was always a chances and risk problems with the married couples. But at the same time, kapag nasusobrahan na, kapag hindi na maganda, kapag hindi na maayos yung nilalaman nyo sa isa't isa, may chances and there will be always a reason at meron kayong awareness para kung paano ito tatapusin through the use of the legalization divorce. Kasi hindi naman, it's not always about how you start the marriage and how you're gonna end up the marriage. It's always about the situation of the married couples na to respect, to empower the married couples to each and everyone, and para lalo pa tong pagtibayan kasi mas lalo pang habang pagsasama niyo dahil meron na kayong pinangako sa isa't isa. Dapat yun yung una laging isipin ng bawat mag-asawa, yung pinangakuan at yung pinapahalaga nilang pagmamahalan nila at pagrespeto nila sa isa't isa.
All right. Thank you so much, Ray. How about you, Jen? What's your point of view in here? Do you are you in favor rather of legalization of divorce?
Well, I'm not sure, really sure with my answer, sir, but I think yes. I want it to be there. But I want also that the grounds for divorce would be like my sense, ganon. Hindi lang yung yung basta-basta lang na divorce kagad, ganon. Kasi kawawa yung mga bata. If ever may bata, may anak, wala si sir.
Andito ako.
Ayun.
Andito ako.
Pero, kasi, I came from a broken family kasi sir. Tapos, kawawa yung mga bata, nawala ka na naman. I came from a broken family. Tapos, I
Just
really know
proceed.
the hardships.
Mhm.
Most especially na ako yung eldest. Parang isa ako sa mga bumubuhat sa mga problems na nag that came with the annulment lang yun. Kaya yes, I support legalization of divorce, but I want the grounds for divorce to be stronger and my sense, ganon. And also, to a little side note, once magdesisyon ka na magpakasal, dapat think it a couple of times kasi I know that we are just humans, we create mistakes, we make mistakes, but we can prevent mistakes by thinking over and over about the certain issue eh. Kaya gano'n, andun nga yung mama ko, nag-watch din, Jaime. Kaya gano'n. So, yun. That would be my answer po. Yan na.
So yun galing sa experience talaga, sabi
Yeah.
niya.
I know it's very hard talaga. Honestly, it's very hard to come from a broken family. Kasi you have to choose one eh. You're only one. Tapos, saan ka? Ganun. Pero, life must go on kasi eh. So, go with the flow lang. Ganun.
Yeah, let me just take this opportunity lang, no? Kasi
Ah,
feeling ko kasi there is a I mean, divorce has not been explained well to everyone, no?
mm-mm.
'Di ba? Kasi nga there is a misunderstanding what divorce is. Kasi hindi porket divorce kasi na syempre legalize sa ibang bansa and not yet here in the Philippines, ganyan. Like we have to go along with what they are doing, not understanding what really is within um, what's happening in divorce. What kung ano yung ibig niyang sabihin, mga ganyan. Kasi by definition kasi divorce is not actually um, does not actually remove the binding in marriage because from its definition itself, dissolution of marriage, therefore, the marriage is still there. Something like, ito na lang yung analogy kasi yun. Parang, if you're trying to dissolve the salt on the water, hindi naman natanggal ang
Yung
salt dun
salt.
sa water, 'di ba? So the salt is still there. You would really savor the taste of salt, 'di ba? So ganun yung sa divorce. Parang ano lang, parang nagkaroon lang ng bagong component, 'di ba? Of status na pareho kayong nahiwalay na kayo, nawala na kayong tawag dito physical attachment. So parang ganun lang kasi ang nangyari sa divorce na tinanggal lang yung physical attachment nyo, ganyan, in order na ma-free kayo sa mga say for example, yung mga sinasabi nyo kanina na nasakitan, ng mga domestic violence, ganyan, or and everything else na ano magiging reason for divorce like na fell out of love ka na ganyan para hindi ka na rin emotionally affected, so it's better um, to detach from that binding ng marriage, di ba? Pero yun na nga sa divorce kasi, the reality is that hindi natanggal yung marriage, di ba? And kapag ka, ano, ayan. And sa amin ganyan, ah, hello Dandy. Dandy is from Cebu. And hindi natanggal kasi yung marriage sa ganon. So therefore, morally speaking, since the divorce kasi ay it allows you to remarry, 'di ba? So morally speaking, parang ano kasi siya it leads one um to commit polygamy, 'di ba? Nagiging polygamous ang ano ang tawag dito, nagre-remarry from the divorce situation, 'di ba? So, yun lang yung ano yung point ko doon na hindi parang na-explain sa ano sa tao kung ano yung moral values ng divorce. Ayun. However, if that will be legalized in the Philippines, who am I to disagree to ano naman yun? To
Syempre,
disagree with that,
mga
diba?
lawyers na yung nag-ano, pero
Mm-mm. Ayan. Ayan, may if divorce were to be legalized, it would be amplify the mentality that can be easily broken, which may result in people putting less effort into making it last and ensuring that they will pick the right partner. That's right. The family is thus put into danger and further expose the risk of breaking apart. I think isa rin yun sa ano, sa tawag dito. I think isa yun sa ano sa magiging tawag dito
advantages
cost
na
ng
ano.
divorce, disadvantage niya. Sabi ni ano ni Dandy, pag maligal ang divorce, wala nang polygamy. Walang polygamy when it comes to a civil law. Pero of course, moral issue tayo eh. When it comes to moral issues, meron at meron siya, 'di ba? Siyempre wala namang kinalaman ang tawag dito, ang civil sa moral issues ng isang tao. 'Di ba? Say for example, kapag ka nagkasala ka, syempre kapag ka nag-confess ka, 'di ba, sa Diyos, Lord, nagkaroon ako ng maraming asawa dahil sa divorce. Okay lang 'yan kasi civil law, okay lang naman. Ganun ba ang Diyos sa atin? Of course not, 'di ba?
Hindi naman. Pero I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Anong difference ng divorce at annulment?
Sa annulment kasi,
Oo.
it's not by definition kasi nullification of marriage. So ibig
So,
sabihin
parang
kapag ka
walang marriage na
nullification, yes, walang marriage na nangyari from the beginning due to some of course reasons o mga grounds ganyan. They call it
Okay.
impediment actually. Ayan.
Okay. Lawyer ka pa
Panalo
din
ang seven wives
pala,
sa
no?
divorce. Ha?
Lawyer ka din pala.
Ay, hindi po.
Hindi pala.
Hindi po ako lawyer.
Ano?
Ayun. So, that's it.
Parang
Ay.
naubusan tayo ng oras doon.
All
Sige.
right.
Next.
So, let's try to take a look on the next question in here. Sorry for that. Other than your mom, what woman has had the biggest impact on your life? Ayan. Oh, sorry. Let's start it with Ray. Other than your mom, what's nasa na yon? Other than your mom, what woman or who has the most mali naman what woman? Sorry ha. Who has had not who has had wrong? Who had the biggest impact on your life?
As a 21-year-old guy, my mom is the first woman in my life. Kasi siya pa lang naman yung nag-empower sa akin, nagbi-build sa akin, nagmo-motivate. And sa tingin ko parang wala pa naman. At wala pa naman talaga sa ngayon. Yun lang. I can't answer the woman.
Okay. Ayan. Sir Von. So aside from your mom, who had the biggest impact on your life?
Of course, aside from my mom, my wife po. Lalo na po
Oh.
ngayon, she is very supportive to me, whatever I do, especially in school and now in pageantry. So I'm so
Mhm.
thankful that I have her in my life and as a positive woman again and palaban din kasi yung wife ko eh sa buhay. So that's why I'm thankful. She's the best woman to
Mhm.
compare to my mom.
Ayan. So, thank you, Von. And ikaw naman, Jan. So, aside from your mom, who is another woman who had the most biggest impact in your life? Ayan.
Well, the second woman who had the biggest impact in my life is my grandmother, the mother of my mother, because
Mhm.
she's old, yeah, and she always scolds me. Remember nung who's most likely to get shouted?
Mhm.
Siya kasi yun. Tapos, the biggest impact na nagawa ng lola ko is, she taught me that life isn't always easy. Ganon.
Mhm.
We always have to be patient. We always have to be understanding most of the time. Kaya, parang ganon din. Hindi naman niya directly tinuro sa akin, pero I've learned that during the times na sinisigawan niya ako, ganon.
Uh-huh.
Pero, yeah, life's hard. Maraming mga problems na ano na aabot will come in your way, but you just have to be patient and understanding at all times and
Mhm.
always turn the other cheek, ganon, di ba?
Mhm.
So definitely my grandmother.
Okay, thank you so much. And may tanong dito si Ralph Mandilor. So since we're talking about women, no? What does a man sacrifice? Does a man sacrifice more than a woman? Let's start with you, Jan.
Well, no, because a man has different duties than a
Mm-hmm.
woman. We all have different duties, most especially when it comes to genders. Yeah, we have to accept that man and woman will have different duties in life. A man
Mm-hmm.
becoming a father, I know some may say it's like toxic masculinity and such, but the man really has to provide for his family. Because,
Okay.
mas malakas tayo physically eh. And the
Mm-hmm.
woman, not, I'm not talking that the woman should, nurture always, should stay at home, ganon, do
Mm-hmm.
chores, no. But a woman should provide emotional support. Kasi malakas yung babae dito at dito eh. Yung lalaki malakas lang dito. Di ba? As you
Mm-hmm.
can see, it's stated in the facts, in statistics. May statistics dyan na men are more likely to commit suicide. You know why? Kasi we're mentally weak yung dito emotionally. Ganon kasi eh.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that no one no one sacrifices more because we have different ganun
Parang
talaga. Parang
you have.
nature na talaga natin dapat yan, diba?
Mm.
Nature na
So
dapat yan.
parang all right. So bawat isa parang men and women are working together, 'di
Yes.
ba?
Instead
Uh-huh.
of stating who had it harder or why not we just help each other na lang, di ba?
Mm.
Ganon, may weakness ka, tatapakan ko sa strength ko, may weakness tong
Mm.
isa, ganon. Give and take ba, parang ganon.
All right. Thank you, Jan. So let's hear from Vaughn. Sir Vaughn, what can you say about that? Does man sacrifice more than a woman?
I think it really depends on the situation. For love, maybe yes, but when it comes to the reality, for example, in a family like this, a man as a woman, I think it really depends on the situation because sometimes women are more bankable than a man or to her husband. So in that case, so I think woman would do more sacrifice than your husband. So it's real different po kasi. Kasi sometimes po kasi we cannot deny the fact that in our family, sometimes mas productive po kasi yung woman kasi mas mabilis po kasi makahanap ng work. And we cannot deny the fact talaga. Kasi po yung woman, mga babae po kasi ay mahaba po yung pasensya compare po sa aming mga lalaki. And tama nga po si brother dyan na we are really emotional talaga. And it's really hard for us to let out our emotions, to express our emotion talaga. So yun nga, parang support lang din yung woman. But at the end of the day, masasabi ko talaga po, it really depends on the situation po talaga at sa need po
Mm-mm.
ng situation.
All right. Thank you, Sir Vaughn. How about you, Ray?
Well, I disagree with Rob. That's a man who sacrificed more than a woman because I am empowering the equality. So, which means with that, mayroon tayo kanya-kanyang responsibilities, obligations, and duties as a man and a woman. And besides on that, meron din tayo kanya-kanyang characteristics, personalities, and the traits of a woman and a man. And I am empowering equality, so it means lahat dapat tayo pantay-pantay ng nilalaman. With that, alamin natin yung mga dapat nating i-guide, tahakin, imithi, at kung ano man yung kailangan nating dapat gampanan bilang isang tao. At pare-pareho lang naman na nagsasakripisyo eh. May lalaki, may babae, even in the part of the LGBTQIA plus community. So I think lahat pantay-pantay ng sakripisyo ang meron tayo. Iba-iba lang ang ibig sabihin at gampanin ng pagsasakripisyo.
Okay. So you just mentioned about LGBTQIA kanina. So the question is, what would you do if you found out your significant other had a homosexual relationship in the past? Okay, let's start it with you.
Okay, it doesn't matter if your partner had a past with this homosexual relationship. It doesn't matter for me. Well, at first it will be shocking, and then as a go by, tapos maintindihan mo naman ang explanation niya, ang nilalaman niya, ang ibig niya sabihin at bakit niya nagawa yan. Well, it's not a simple actions. It's not a simple way. In that case, iintindihin mo na lang siya, lalo na kung mahal mo ang isang tao at siya ang nagpapasaya sa'yo ngayon.
Ayon. How about you, Jan? What
Ano,
would you do
simple
if you
lang.
found out your significant other had a homosexual relationship in the past?
Ano, simple lang. If I still love her,
Mm-hmm.
then why not? Still, ano, just go on with the relationship. I mean, we make mistakes naman kasi we're human. Ganun.
Mm-hmm.
Baka nag-experiment lang, ganun ba? Hindi ko, no, pero if you still love her, or him, or her, whoever she may, ano, be, then the relationship will still go on, ganun.
Okay.
Still continue
Still
the
pursue
relationship.
it. Mm-hmm.
Still pursue lang.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And how about you, Vaughn? What can you say about that? If you found out that your wife had um, a homosexual relationship in the past.
Okay, knowing that in that case po kasi I am really give importance to what is right now and the future. So I think
Mhm.
if that case I know someday that she had a relationship with nating same sex, I think I would accept that. But yes, it hurts, but I'm more valuing what is the current situation that we have right now, and I love my wife, and I think that is enough for me to forget and to forgive her.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so we still have a question here from Syred Tony Ann. What is your point of view on male pageantry? Okay, let's start it with you.
Okay po, for me po, male pageantry is just like a female pageantry because in male pageantry we also have a advocacy. We have also a platform where we can promote our point of views in life, our belief, and our advocacy as well. And it is also a good platform and avenue to express ourselves, to create a
Mm-mm.
positive impact to our society, to be a positive influencer and a good role model, of course, to the young generations and to all people that might see with us. And of course, male pageantry is not just about a platform where we can just showcase our skills, our talents, but it's more on a purpose po. And that is the essence of pageantry po, to create a positive impact to our society.
Ayun, di ba? How about you, Ray?
Well, in all types of pageantry, there's always a best ways and platform, and this is the best platform to use and to stand for yourself, to empower people, to influence people through the use of your advocacy and your desire towards to your beautiful and successful life of everyone, and to give and to stabilize, build, and empower them, because you are the role model, and we will be the you will be the role model to give them as a model na isa kang mabuting tao, meron kang nilalamang klaseng tao, at meron kang tinatahak para sa mga tao na isa ka sa magiging rason at daan para mapabuti at mapaganda ang iyong advocacy at hinahangad.
Okay. Thank you. And Jan.
Ano sir, for me, pageantry in general is an avenue for men, women, or LGBT to show their talents, perhaps, or their idea, and it is also a platform wherein they can share their ideas, their advocacies, in order to create a good change, a change that our forefathers and previous generations would be proud of. And what I can say about this is that, if women can do it, men can also do it. So that would be my take lang. Yan.
Okay, thank you. So, of course, pageantry really has a very influential platform when it
Yes,
comes
yes.
um, to
Addressing social
speaking your
issues.
advocacies, ganyan, to
Uh,
speaking your advocacies, and of course, and whatnot. So, talagang malaki ang nagagawa ng
mm,
regardless of male or female pageants, ganyan, still, malaki ang nagagawa ng pageantry when it comes to speaking of social issues. I mean, when it comes to voicing out advocacies as well. Okay, so I think that would be all for now. Do we still have questions? I think. Oh, let me just try to ask this one last question. Oh, Where was that? I think I left it. Here's a question from Ralph Mandler. When does a boy become a man? Okay, let's start it with Ralph.
uh, a boy will become a man in a way of maturity, your characteristics, and growing up, makikita at makikita mo yung potentials mo sa sarili mo, lalabas yung talents mo, yung knowledge mo, and your appearance to be
Mhm.
looked as a man and be a man for now and now. And then, maraming chances tayo na ibibigay pa, ilalabas pa, at ipapakita pa habang tumatanda ka at tumataas yung edad mo, at nagbabago yun sa pananaw mo sa pagdaloy ng araw-araw mong ginagawa at nasa paligid mo. I think yun yung magiging a way para, hindi naman way actually, yun yung magiging a path mo to become a man, is to survive for maturity, to give your best shot as a man, to know your responsibilities and duties enough. Yun lang.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. How about you, Vaughn?
Okay, for all, when does a boy become a man? Okay po, for me po, a boy becomes a man when he already get matured and know his responsibility as a man. Because
Mhm.
we all know that when we're young, we just enjoying life. But as we go older and as we go getting mature, we already know how to act, how to accept criticism, how to do things in our society, and how we um how we take responsibilities as a man as well. Yun lang po.
All right. Why not? So, yes, Jan.
ano po, a boy becomes a man when the boy knows how to stand for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Ganun kasi dapat when a boy becomes an independent person, he becomes a man. Because for me, a man is someone who can isa who can stand for himself,
Mm-mm.
and yung isa, he or she is ano ba, knows how to control himself, his or herself, himself pala,
Mm-mm.
knows how to control himself. Kasi when you see boy, parang hindi pa niya kontrolado yung sarili niya eh. Parang gusto ko yan, tapos pag ayaw,
Mm-hmm.
iyak, ganon. Pero when that boy becomes a man, oh,
Mm-hmm.
gusto ko yan, I would work hard for that. Yan, gusto ko
Mm-mm.
yan, I would work hard for that. And I think that would be the most important na ano, characteristic ng isang man. Yun
Mm.
po.
Maturity ka nga nila, di ba?
Mostly maturity, more on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, we'll take a break for a while, and when we return, we'll talk more about your advocacy, and um, and we'll do another challenge. All right. So please stay around. Please stay tuned, guys, and all of that when we return after this short break. All right, we are back still with our guest from Hari ng Pilipinas 2021. So we have Von from Masbate, Jan from Tagbilaran City, and of course, Ray from Manila. So let's talk about your advocacies, guys. Okay, so let's start it with Von. Von, can you tell us about your advocacy?
Okay po. As a preschool teacher, my life is not just focusing on teachings as well. So I also committed myself into uh, community service. So we have this what we call share your blessing every December, and with
Mhm.
that, so my advocacy is about mental health awareness and education. Because
Mhm.
as a preschool teacher, I already meet different kinds of people, parents and kids as well. So even though we are here in urban, so there's still parents or families that really, let's say, less fortunate, and their kids
Mhm.
also didn't enjoy their lives in go to school. So instead of enjoying the life that we should have, so pinoproblema pa nila yung baon. And there are also cases that my students didn't go to school because wala silang baon, walang papel. So in that case, so parang it really parang kinukurot yung puso ko po sa teacher. And kaya dun po so nagkaroon kami ng pageant sa school as a faculty, ganun po. Doon po nagsimula yung parang itong adikain ko, layunin ko na why not to have this
Mm-mm.
as an advocacy to helping these kids and parents as well so in a small way as to appreciate them. Kasi nga po 'di ba
Mm-mm.
kahit yung bata po talaga eh, kahit simple lang talaga ng salita, kahit tinapay lang po talaga masaya na po silang papasok sa school. At yun po sabi
Mm-mm.
ko, why not na if I can do something, if I can ask help from my friends, I can use the platform that I have sa social media to ask help for others, relations. So why not? So yun po nagsimula yung aking advocacy in mental health kasi po kapag yan po mabigyan din po ng magandang trabaho yung mga magulang ng mga kabataang ito. So there's a good positive impact din po sa kanilang mga bata as I experienced din po as I grow in sabi natin hindi naman mayamang pamilya. So kahit nung bata po ako, yung mga papel ko po, bag is recycled. Gusto po yun kasi dati yung mga nagamit na po ng ate ko, kuya ko, na hindi pa nagamit nila, yung mga spaces ko sa notebook, yung po pinapagamit sa akin ng parents ko. But the most important is, yun nga, kailangan lang natin mag-strive hard, mag-work hard. And now that I'm already in this stage, at parang nasabi ko na po na nakamit ko rin po yung pangarap ko na maging isang public school teacher at the same time po an influencer. Uh, Yun po, mental health and education po talaga. Because I do believe that kids are still the hope of our nature and sa kanila po talaga nakasalalay ang magandang kinabukasan ng ating bayan. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
All right. Thank you so much, Vaughn. And of course, how about you, Martin?
Hari ng Pilipinas is an honor for me and an obligation for me. So for this, I want to use my voice and actions to influence everybody, especially to all the youth like me, to encourage them, to spread awareness, to give knowledge and share learnings about the mental health issues, about the use of illegal drugs, and I will be focusing on the youth empowerment since I'm the young citizen and living in this new modern generation of this country.
Okay. Thank you. And Jan.
Ano po, yung advocacy ko is focused mainly on education po. Kasi as Dr. Jose Rizal said, na the kabataan is the pag-asa of the bayan. Ganun. I think the youth would be the pag-asa ng bayan if the youth would be educated. Not, kasi actually, I am very glad na may, anong tawag yun? Education for all, free education for all ng government, na may libreng preschool, may libreng elementary, hanggang college, ganon. But I think my job here is to influence the youth. Kasi andyan na eh. Free na yung education.
Mm-mm.
Ang kulang na lang ay sila yung pupunta sa eskwelahan.
Mm-hmm.
Ganon. And I want them to really pursue their dreams, their education, so that they can live a meaningful life. Ganon. And I really do believe that education is the key to progression talaga.
All
Ganun
right.
po. Mhm.
All right. Thank you so much sa mga um, advocacies niyo. Now, let's move, guys, to our next segment, which is another, how shall I say, challenge for everyone. Okay? So, I hope you are all, guys, ready for this. Okay, so can you see this on your end? Can you see that on
Yes
your
po, yes po.
screens? All right. So
Yes.
it's mystery crowns. So we have 6 crowns here. For each crown, there is a uh, corresponding word or words that you can actually it's a form of fast talk that you are going to choose between the two and then explain, or it could also be in a form of topic that you have to make your comments or your opinion on a particular topic. All right? So, tigda dalawa kayo, ha?
Mhm.
Are we good with that?
Yes
Yes,
po.
sir.
Okay, so let's start it with Ray. What's your first pick?
Number one,
Number one. So, Jeans or slacks?
Slacks.
Bakit?
Character ko kasi is very formal, innocent, gentleman look. So, slacks ako.
Ay, iba rin. Gusto ko yun. Ang lakas gentleman and innocent look. Yung innocent talaga ang nakaloka. Okay. Anyways, Jan, what's your first pick?
2 po.
Number 2. Same-sex marriage. What's your opinion on that? What's your stand on same-sex marriage?
Well, for me, same-sex marriage is okay when it comes to parang legal lang. Pero when it comes to church marriage, parang hindi kasi hindi siya accepted sa Catholic na religion. When it comes to Catholic religion lang, hindi siya accepted. So, para sa akin, okay lang siya kung doon lang sa legal
Civil.
marriage. Civil marriage. No problem. Pero pag dito kasi sa church, parang malaking issue pa. Hindi pa talaga, hindi pa talaga educated yung mga tao sa Catholic na religion. So, about same-sex marriage, kaya ayun. I go for it, pero doon lang sa civil.
All right, same-sex union.
Parang ganun. Yes po.
All right, thank you. How about you, Von? What's your first pick?
Number 3 po.
Number 3. Instagram or Facebook?
Facebook po.
Because
I'm not really familiar with the features po sa Instagram, and I think Instagram is for artists lang talaga. Yung talagang sinasabi po sa mga sikat na po talaga. But in Facebook kasi, I believe as point po kasi mas marami siyang magandang features, and Facebook, everyone knows how to use Facebook so far in the Philippines.
So, ibig sabihin, sikat si Jan Cardines kasi may Instagram siya.
Yeah, but it's hard po.
Parang ginawa ko lang ng album yung...
Actually, gumawa kami ng page sa Instagram kasi yun po ang kailangan. Parang ang hirap kasi compare sa Facebook. Yun.
Okay, so... Ray, what's your second pick pala?
5.
Number 5. Leathers or sneakers?
Leathers, para partner sa slacks. And yun nga, it represents my character as a gentleman, very decent looking, and very mature enough.
Okay, thank you so much. How about you, Jan? What's your second pick?
Available ba yung 4?
4 and 6.
4.
Premarital sex.
Well, medyo controversial to, actually. Pero with the modern age, I think it's okay as long as it is safe. Always use protection, ganon. Kasi I don't want na may parang teenage pregnancy. Usually kasi pag premarital sex, teenage pregnancy yung kalalabasan. I don't want that kasi I want that I believe that every kid must be raised in a very anong tawag doon, in a proper way, parang ganon. We must give the child everything we have na parang maayos lang yung buhay nila. And with the premarital sex, ganun kasi pag unprotected. Tapos isa din yung mga sakit na naidudulot pag ganon kayo tapos wala protection. Kaya for me, it's okay as long as may protection talaga.
Okay, sige. Wala akong sasabihin. So, last pick na sa'yo is last pick sa'yo is number 6, Von. Phone or desktop?
Phone or desktop? Phone po. Because phone is easily to grab and use rather than desktop. That in desktop you is about to prepare for everything. It takes time po. Unlike sa phone na we are usually use phone in our daily life. At pag wala pong phone, I think it's very hard especially that we are living now in a modern era. So phone is very important. Everything is
Okay.
just on click po. Kaya phone po ako.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for joining with me this afternoon, and thank you
Thank you
for
din po, sir.
gracing our
Thank you din po.
channel. Okay, so if you have any messages to anyone you would like to address to, now this is the time for you to send your messages to them. So let's start it with, all right, to you, Jan.
Okay. What's up mga Choy? John Cardines Dedere. I hope na inyo kong suportaan sa kong journey sa hari ng Pilipinas. And I hope nga okay ra mo tanan. Yeah, as always, wear your mask, social distancing, face shields. Unya, ayaw kalimtan nga magbinutan. That
Uh,
would be all, sir.
your social media platforms.
Oh, yeah. John Cardines in my Facebook and at Cardines John in my Instagram. Tapos, yung TikTok ko din pala, para dumami yung ano. At John Cardines po. That would be all.
Okay. All right. How about you, Ray Martin?
Hey, please show me your love. They keep on supporting me on this Hari ng Pilipinas journey and until to my last destination of this. At gusto ko pa rin po kayong patuloy na bigyan ng power to influence everybody. At sana ito po ang maging best way to use this platform para magampanan ko palalo at bigyan ko palalo ito ng magandang resulta at kasagutan. At sana po patuloy niyo pa rin po akong paniwalaan, suportahan at mahalin dito sa Hari ng Pilipinas. And once again, I will be representing the capital city of the Philippines, which is the Manila. Maraming salamat.
Social media platforms.
You can follow me or add me on Facebook, Ray Martin, for more updates and keep in touch with you guys.
Okay, thank you. And yes, Von, how about you?
Okay, sir. First of all, sir, thank you for this opportunity. Ayan, thank you po sa Pageant Mag Skills and hope guys, we follow po ninyo sila. It's a good page po talaga. Napaka-supportive po talaga nila. And of course, thank you so much sa lahat po naniniwala sa akin, Tuhari ng Pilipinas, organizers, headed by, of course, Dadres and Doc Harley. Thank you so much. And sa aking pageant director, Tito Buboy, thank you po. And sa aking kahari na ngayon po ay nakatune in po Bro Norman ng Las Piñas, sa Ilse Bro. And yun nga, sa Bro Jan and Bro Ray Martin, and good luck sa atin and to all the kahari kasi malapit na rin po kasi yung revelation ng top 32. So I hope guys, all of us are in good and I hope din na ma-maintain natin yung friendship. And please do follow me, of course, on my Facebook, Fernando Von Vasquez, and my YouTube channel, Teacher Von, and for my Instagram, Von Vasquez 28. So, yun lang po at maraming salamat.
All right, thank you so much. And but nawala si Ray Martin. All right, there you go. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. To all our viewers, thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank you din
being
po.
very proactive. And of course, to you, John, Ray, and Vaughn, thank you so much as well for taking time with us or for sharing your time with us. Well, and gracing, of course, uh, our page and of course our channel. And to Hari ng Pilipinas, thank you so much as well. So I still have a live later at 8 p.m. So I hope you will still continue to support me at my 8 p.m. live session later with Miss Universe Philippines 2021 candidate from Aklan. So yes, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification so that you will receive notification or get notified whenever I upload new videos as well. And of course, please do follow our Facebook page and Instagram and TikTok. So thank you so much. Have a great day to you and have a great dinner rather. Yeah. Good evening. Bye bye.